Hi, sweeties. How are you doing? Welcome to Naya. Sim, hope you are great. The last time you and I heard white men fight back, white men fight back, it is only when it comes to people that look like me that you hear things like this. Because last I checked, I haven't seen anybody on the road trying to fight back over the stupid things that has been going on. It's only when it comes to black people that is when I know that you guys have eyes. Because so far I don't think you guys are seeing or you guys have ears. But I am not seeing you people fight back over all the injustice, over all. See how, like, this man literally was fighting to take away like everything that got to do with human life. You guys are not fighting back. But before I saw you, white men fight, even the ones with bow leg want to stick up and say, white men fight back. You want to fight black people for no reason, for no just reason. Racism. Racism is just stupid. Each time I remember it, and I am like, some people can also be very stupid too. Because if you are not a stupid person, you won't be racist. You guys are seeing everything going on. You are not speaking. Somebody that you personally see, if you are supporting this administration and this man till today, you are a horrible person. I said what I said. You and the people supporting you guys are very horrible, and nobody should stay close to you people. Let's get into this video.
If you hear a man saying right now at this time in history that he still supports Donald Trump, that man is telling you that he would do the exact same thing. That's the type of man who 100% says, if there's grass on the playing field, play ball. That's the type of man who, if he had $1 billion and thought that he could go to a private island and do that exact same thing with girls that exact same age or younger and get away with it, nobody would ever find out. That's the type of man that would do exactly what Donald Trump did. The only thing that he's thinking is that Trump had the money to do it. I would do it too. You get where I'm coming from here. If a man's still supporting Donald Trump in this day and age, that is not a good man or a safe man. Don't get anywhere near that man.
Just last month, all of the white men in America were literally rallying up, going outside, chanting, white man fight back, white man fight back. What happened to fighting back? Or that only applies when you guys are fighting us blacks? Because there's a white man right now that's literally fucking up your entire livelihood. Why aren't you fighting back? Why aren't you fighting back? Donald Trump has fucked up the American economy. He's fucked up American agriculture. A lot of you American farmers have now lost your livelihood. You've lost your farms. You understand? Why aren't you fighting back? You white men, you boomers, you people that are on fixed income, he took away your health insurance. Right now, the government shutdown is because this man and his party does not want to give you money in order for you to still be able to afford the premiums that you have now. Why aren't you fighting back? His trade wars has made everyday items more expensive. On top of that, we have lost business as an exporter. You understand? We lost business. He's now given business to our competitors. Not just that, one of the competitors who have now replaced us as China's #1 soybean supplier, Argentina, Trump just gave them $20 billion of our tax-paying dollars. He gave it to them. Why? Because their economy is failing. What about America? What happened to America first? Why isn't the American white man fighting back? Y'all was chanting this shit last month. Y'all was chanting it. Why aren't you fighting back? Why aren't you fighting back? Trump instilled fear in you that made you support, you understand, mass deportations. Because of your racism, your bigotry, you understand, he was able to instill fear in you so that you would support a mass deportation that took away all of your workers. They took all of your workers, and now your grocery bills is high. It costs so much more now for you to cook dinner for your family of 3, 4, 5. Why aren't you fighting back? Why aren't you fighting back? Where's the cheese lady? Where's the fucking cheese lady who was counting slices of cheese? Why aren't you fighting back? Nah, this shit actually pisses me off the more that I think about it, because had it been anybody else, y'all would have been outside in fucking droves. And fucking droves ready to fucking take that person's head off. So why aren't you fighting back? Why aren't you fighting back? And this is why I said, You understand? White Americans, racist white Americans are the best fucking people to take orders. Y'all take orders so fucking well. Because if that man told you right now to go and cause havoc, wreak havoc, you would do it. When he told you to go and storm the Capitol, you did it. That man took away your entire livelihood and you're silent. You're silent. When you thought it was the left that took out your precious Charlie Kirk, y'all was ready. White man fight back. White man fight back. Fight back against the white man that's fucking you over. Fight back against the white man that's fucking you over, but you too scared to do that. You too scared to do that. And y'all colonized us? These are the motherfuckers that colonized us? This is crazy. This is fucking crazy.
Okay, I think I've finally realized why white people love Donald Trump so much. As I was watching the response to the Blue Wave yesterday and also the response to the No Kings protests. And I'm going to make up a term here, white plot against us-ism. It's a close cousin of white victimhood. And the idea is that when things go right for us, white folks, that's perfectly normal. That's how things should go naturally. But when things don't go right for us, it's like someone is obviously plotting against us. Usually, if you watch Fox News, it's George Soros. I mean, how a 95-year-old guy is able to organize every protest, every caravan out of Central America, everything that goes wrong for Republicans, somehow Soros did it. But the point is that Trump tapped into this white grievance so deeply. And at the core, it's a control thing. We don't feel comfortable submitting to any authority that's not white. Therefore, when non-white authorities rise to power, like during Reconstruction after the Civil War, like President Obama, we always see massive white backlash, which is what led to the rise of Trump in the first place. And this is a major thread that we trace in our documentary, The Sins of Our Fathers, Race, Religion, and the Rise of Trump, because until we learn to share the spotlight with people who are not like us, we will never break free of the cycle of hate in this nation.
So that there's no more ambiguity about it. So that this is as clear as glass or as clear as crystal to some of you. White male populism is always white male centric, and it is the detriment of everybody that isn't. And that includes the women that share their beds. It doesn't matter, left or right, I don't care. White male-centric populism is only for white men, and it is at the detriment of everyone else that isn't. The left or the right. Because at the end of the day, white male-centric populism has nothing to do with the large majority. It is written by, performed by, and centers white men. Who has been Donald Trump's most stalwart voting bloc? White men. Some of them college educated, some of them high school dropouts. But it has been his most loyal fucking demographic. Most loyal. Like, there are some white men here in America that you cannot ever convince them that Donald Trump has done any fucking thing wrong. At all, ever. They are the kings of the what about What about Biden? What about Obama? What about Clinton? What about Carter? Blah, blah, blah. They're the ones that when you ask them, what policy can you point at that Donald Trump has done that has ever helped all Americans, they can't give you one. They give you generalities because Donald Trump made it okay to give you generalities. And before anybody on the left even gets ready to go, yes, hold on, because y'all have one too. His name is Bernie Sanders. Bernie Sanders talks a very good populist game. He really does. Don't get me wrong. He absolutely does. A lot of the things that Bernie Sanders says, I completely agree with. However, he also has that same demographic. They call them Bernie bros for a reason. And it is Bernie bros that continually drag us backwards rather than going forwards. Even their own white women are not spared in this. That is why somebody like Bernie Sanders will say we need to get rid of identity politics because it's easier for them. It's easier for them. It's easier to talk we need universal health care and free pre-K and this, that, and the third, and forget why we don't have those things in the first place, which is because of the vote of white men. If it is a white, male-centric anything, it is only going to work for them. When it comes to economic woes, when it comes to let's all talk about how our economy and poverty and poor and stagnant wages and things of that nature affect all of us, if you notice, even our news organizations do it. Oh, they'll talk about poverty, but the only voices they'll listen to are white voices. Why? Because their corporate overlords are white men. When it comes to the economic woes of black folks, brown folks, native folks, where it's always tabled in concert to something. Let's go talk to black folks about their economic woes. Oh, and by the way, let's talk about government programs and assistance and things of that nature. We don't even lead in people getting these fucking programs. We don't. Oh, let's go talk to Latino people about their economic woes. Oh, and by the way, let's bring up immigration, illegals, and this, that, and the third. Knowing goddamn well most of the people you're about to talk to are citizens of the United States. You see what I'm saying? It's like this is how white men populism is sold to us. It's how it's sold to us. These white men say this is what's economically problematic for them. Okay, let's funnel this down to everyone else. But when we funnel it, let's use these stereotypes that these same white men have created to talk to these people about it. It happens on the left and on the right. Our laws are geared towards this mentality. A white man believes that a woman shouldn't have control of her body. But you're not a woman. Who the fuck cares what you want? Who the fuck cares what you think? You see what I'm saying? It is white male understandings of homosexuality and trans lives and shit that ends up becoming the talking point. And some gay white men fall into this shit. Again, I get it. I understand. It has been the default setting for the United States since the founding. Rich, white, landowning men. But even in that, these same white men who want us all to listen to how bad it is for them, how it's hard for them to work, how it's hard for them to pay their bills, and this, that, and the third, they want to blame other people. And then here comes our news media and our politicians that take that talking point, run with it, and then we got to explain it. Why? Poverty doesn't know a race. So when you talk about poverty in a predominantly white area, the same shit you talk to them with should be the same shit you talk to everyone else about. If you're going to talk about policies that will help poverty in predominantly white areas, that should go for every fucking area. Why the fuck is it that we got to get it with the caveats that these people invented? And I do not care. I don't give a... Matt Walsh, Hassan Piker. Bill Maher, David Hogg. Donald Trump, fucking Bernie Sanders. I don't give a shit. I don't care. It always has to go through the lens of what makes white men uncomfortable. We all are suffering under inflation and stagnation. We are all suffering under the working too hard, and the money that we get doesn't even help us when it comes to fucking paying a rent or paying lights or food or things of that nature. We all suffer from that. Why the fuck is it we got to go from this is the example of white men? No. Go from the example of poor people. Any white male populism that is invented or started or talked about by white men will always, and I mean this sincerely, you can go and look it up if you think I'm making it up. It always talks, it centers white men and their feelings. That's why it's not populism, it's white male populism. What makes you feel bad? I don't like my taxes. Okay, let's talk about taxes. But then when they say, I don't like it when the illegals get $10 billion spent on them, and we all know that not to be true, why does that even have to be a part of the conversation? It's a lie. But it's a lie that a white man said in a white-centered populist narrative that the rest of us all not going to go, that ain't true. If it is a white, male-centric anything, it is about the woes of white men, what these white men want to see happen to fix their life, and it is peppered with the same racism, sexism, homophobia, xenophobia, anti-Semitism, Islamophobia, transphobia, and ableism that the rest of us have to deal with. Any white male populist ideals center white men. And before any of you say, well, that's really racist, how is it that other white men can say that exact same thing and nobody bats a fucking eye? I mean, it is as known as the nose on your face. I mean, how can you miss this? And tell me I'm lying. Somebody stop me when I...
Morning, guys. Happy Sunday. Guess what? It looks like it's finally happening. It looks like the MAGA monster is imploding. The MAGA nuts are fighting. And it's an all-out civil war in the MAGA society. You have some of the top used to be MAGA leaders, MAGA influencers that are going against their holy one. And you know they don't take that well. So you got the MAGA nuts and the MAGA revolts battling it out. They said there would be a civil war. They just didn't know who the participants would be. So kudos to them for predicting the civil war. The civil war going on in MAGA. You have people that are now really ticked off that Donald Trump is calling them everything from stupid to having no talent to dumb. Yeah. And then you have the ones that are still trying to support him no matter how many HB1 visas he approved, no matter him bringing 600,000 Chinese college kids over to take over the colleges. They're going to try to stick with him to the dear end because, quite frankly, they've invested too much. Some of them have put in everything they have, including their identity, including their families, their whole communities. And they can't go back. They have to stick this out. They left no escape for them. They left no escape route. But the MAGA nuts are fighting, and I think it's a glorious day anytime we can come in and announce that. Yeah, we all knew it would happen, that this monster he created would one day turn against the creator. It never fails. Anytime you maliciously, intently create a group of individuals that will do violence on your behalf, that will accost people on your behalf, that will do your dirty work. When you get that mentality together, you can't control them. Yeah, as long as you're telling them what they want to hear, as long as you are in full agreement with their outlook, you're cool. But the moment you step outside of the realm, that monster's going to turn on you. So y'all ready for it? I am. I've been waiting for this day to come. And I think it couldn't have happened at a better time. So join me and sit back and get your popcorn and watch this war break out. Or shall I say, watch this war play out. This civil war in MAGA. I think it's a wonderful thing myself. So, let the monster loose within its own perimeters. So, go for it, MAGA. Enjoy your civil war. But your opponents are not going to look like you thought they were going to look. Yeah, MAGA nut Marjorie Taylor Greene, or shall I say Marjorie Taylor Brown, as Trump has renamed her. Yeah, she's experiencing it now. Now she's afraid because she's been getting all these violent threats. And she takes it serious when a man threatens her. But you never took one of his threats toward any other woman as serious as you took the one when it. Oh, I'm sorry. It's so different when it affects you, right? It's so different when it's you and not the other person. My bad. Well, maybe you guys would think twice before you, let's say, rile up this group of individuals that has no boundaries and set them loose on people you consider your enemy. Because just as you targeted them, they could turn around and target you. Henceforth, Trump has placed a target on Marjorie Taylor Greene's back. And she's not feeling that. Even though she felt it when he turned it against, Hillary and, every other woman that he's gone after. Interesting, huh? Well, anyway, I just came in to let you guys know the Civil War has started. MAGA's imploding. And I'm going to get out of here. But before I get out of here, I just got one little bitty question. And this is directed to my MAGAs. All the MAGAs. How's that Civil War going? Is it great again yet?
White supremacists high-key just be fucking mad that other white people don't accept them and be taking that shit on everybody else. That's really what the fuck it is. Because who the fuck else do they be talking about when they always admit like, oh yeah, we join these communities because we don't get bitches and we don't have friends and we don't have community. And you kind of tell because like them niggas always online. Them niggas almost always online talking about the same shit with each other all the time, right? So you can tell they don't have no real community, but they live amongst white people. You live in a 99.99% like fucking white town. They even admit like, oh, they're getting abused by their dads and all type of shit. Like all them people around you who don't give a fuck about you are white, right? And instead of sitting right here and at least making sense by not fucking liking white people, they'll sit right here and form these groups to not even just like the same the same niggas who don't want to accept them, but to pretend they're like the same niggas who don't want to accept them, right? Like act like they're the same people who don't want to accept them and confirm their like whatever fucking supremacy over skin tone by saying, well, these group of white people is better than like the worst type of black people we could find. They'll find like some black crackhead and compare it to like, I don't know, a fucking alpha chat and be like, see, this is the supremacy of white people. Nigga, you look closer to the crackhead than that nigga. What are you talking about? They'll be looking there, they're closer to the fucking crackhead than a fucking alpha chad. And then the alpha chads still don't fucking accept them because them look maxers. Like, look maxers push European beauty standards. But them niggas don't like ugly white men. Them niggas don't fuck with ugly white men. Like, they be pushing niggas who still don't even fuck with them for, like, it's like they're trying to seek acceptance by trying to convince other white people, like, oh, we're brethren through skin tone. But we're brethren because, I fucking hate other groups. Racist white people and conservatives are obsessed with the black community right now because they're trying to ignore that they fucking up the country. That's basically what it is. Like, they're extra obsessed and they're like literally under every black person's fucking post complaining about, oh, black people doing this and black people, because they're trying to ignore that they're fucking up the country and don't want to take accountability for it. Like, they do that shit all the time. Like, white conservatives and racist white people never take responsibility for shit. They literally never don't like when the fuck these niggas ever took responsibility for something because of their community. Never. Never. They got a victim mentality where they got this mentality where, oh, they're culturally superior over everybody fucking else in this country. But every time something bad happens, especially on their side, it's because somehow them same, culturally inferior people are a threat to them for some fucking. Like when there was an opioid crisis, they try to say it was because of Mexicans. When there were still a bunch of mass shootings and school shootings, which they're currently fucking ignoring, right? They did not blame white conservative culture for promoting guns. They sit right here and say it wasn't the guns, it was the people. They literally never take responsibility for what the fuck their culture would be doing when it comes to anything happening. But when it came to like gun violence in the black community, they say it was because of black culture. Same thing when it comes to white suicide. They don't even give a fuck about white suicide. But when they do pretend to give a fuck, they bring up white suicide and say, well, it's because white men have it hard. It's like automatically victimize white men instead of actually helping them niggas by promoting mental health. Right? Ain't like that's the type of shit they be doing. Like, they weird as shit. They weird as fuck. That's why I don't really fuck with conservatives like that. Like, I don't care like what the ideology is or both side races. Conservatives literally do not take responsibility for shit. Don't take accountability for nothing. Every time their leadership fucks shit up, they just blame everybody else or try to jump ship. They try to jump ship like Marjorie Taylor Greene and them doing right now. They're all trying to jump ship from the fact they voted in that competent ass conservative white man instead of taking responsibility that was y'all fault. He's in there fucking shit up in the first place, right? Like, yeah, they don't take accountability for nothing.
This is all I got from this video, and you and I actually know everything they are saying is true. Did they in any way lie? You and I know they did not lie. Everything they said is happening. It's going on. White men are part of the problem, and women are part of the problem we're facing. They see the truth and they don't want to speak about it. They don't want to talk about it. I remember, I think last 2 weeks, I was very, very big on asking why is it that white women marry stupid men? Because the kind of things that I see on the internet today presently, I ask myself who married all those people, because they are all married, they have children. These men are the kind of men that people should never marry because they are racist and they have bad character. And I keep asking myself, does it mean that their wives don't see majority of the things they post on the internet, or did they block their wives and all that? Because it's horrible. I have seen so many of them asking, why do you want to see Epstein? Like in 2025, somebody's asking that kind of question. That is how disgusting some of them are. Oh, before they were screaming, white men fight back, like sister said, white men fight back. But no, you and I can see what is going on, but there is nobody coming. This is when they are supposed to come out to fight back. This is when they are supposed to come out to speak up. This is exactly the time everybody's supposed to come out and speak on what is going on. I am not hearing anybody talking about it. I am not hearing them saying anything. I am not seeing them fight back, because at this point, we all need that fight back. But no, they won't fight back. Like they said, it is only when it comes to where people that look like me that you know that they have strength. Or anyway, fake as strength. Because, right? That's when you will see them. They will they will grow big like balloon that they just pumped. When it comes to black and brown people, you see their head grow bigger. But when it comes to them, oh, hell no. They continue to hide their stupidity and their sins. Continue, the time is almost up. White men fight back. Why are you people not fighting back? You all can anyway. Marjorie Taylor Greene, I don't give a shit about that woman on a serious note. The only thing I hate is that it's a man that is fighting her. But I do not give any effing shit about her. Whatever happens to her, they will go and settle it, whether it is in the room or in the bathroom or wherever, because it looks like that is what has been raining, you know. You all want to keep some stupid power to yourself when the power does not even belong to you. If Marjorie Taylor Greene has stood on ground right from the onset, seeing what is bad and calling it evil, I am sure she won't be here dragging with this man. She would have gotten real support. But no, she's a rest to the sis. Don't tell me nonsense. She is. And now she wants you to say that, oh, that racist man, both of you are birds of the same feather. You guys be flocking together. Leave me alone. Leave me out of it. You are only coming out to tell us that things are bad. Why? Because you guys fell out. But when you guys were in good times, you were praising and shouting and, who was your everything. Now you want me to come and start in between, not my people. Go and call your people out. At least let white women stand with you. White women, let them stand with you. They know how to stand on business, all right? Let them stand with you. Now, this is the time to tell us who is who. White men. See, I will not lie to you, and I will continue to say this till the last day. If you are a white man or a white woman or a black man or a person of color and you support this administration and what this man is doing, you are as bad as him. In fact, you are worse. I said what I said, and I am never. If you wake me up tomorrow from sleep, I will tell you the same shit. I will draw my curtain here. Bye for now.